Hey guys, I don't usually do these intros, but we just hit 100k subs and that's really cool. Something I've just decided to do recently as well that I want to promote if you guys want is I have my editors making, like 1 to 3 minute clips from a lot of my longer videos and from my stream on a clips channel called Maximum Clips. And then I also am just going to have a VOD channel on YouTube called Maximum VODs. They'll both have the same picture as me. They're just freshly made. There'll be some links in the description for them. And if you guys could sub to them, that would be a huge help to kind of get them off the ground. It's something that people have been asking for a while. All right, thanks. Enjoy the video. I will say, though, Max, are there any discussions yet about who will play Evoker for your guild? I mean, I have an idea. Because, like, most players who play this game, even at the very highest level, are, like, they're not, like, one trick is thrown around a lot, but, like, really what one trick means for an extremely good player, like a one trick who, like, could be the best X in the world, but they only play that. Those players are very, very talented, and they can play other classes, but in most cases, even, like, really good multi-classers play other classes at, like, 95% or 90% of their main class. When you encounter everything, like their awareness and everything like that. A lot of people will just focus on damage and be like, damn, this guy multi-classes in every class he plays, he just fucking cranks damage at the highest level. Like, use Trill, for example, right? Like, Trill is someone who's constantly thought of that, and someone I can refer to because I raid with him, right? Like Trill has played so many classes for us in progression. He's played Rogue, he's played Enhancement Shaman, he's played Warrior, he's tanked for us for a raid, he's done everything, right? Trill would be the first person to tell you that he is just 5% better on Windwalker than he is in any other class. And I mean, he wouldn't even hesitate, right? Even though 95% of how good that guy is serviceable to play other classes, but it's never the same. So, and basically every multi-classer would tell you that. And a lot of that isn't necessarily damage, because being like really, really good at this game, you can do damage on like any class. The difference between that is like the intangibles, your awareness, how valuable you are at figuring things out and knowledgeable you are about the class. And just like, like living and dying is a huge thing too. Like, people are just comfortable. The more comfortable you are, the more you can focus on other things besides your play. That simple, right? So as far as like who's playing it, it depends. There's a lot of factors. There's what role they play in the guild, right? So like Fired Up, for example, right? Like Fired Up would be an incredible person to have to play any new class because he's really, really good at figuring things out quickly. He has really good intuition. But he's also like, you also need a mage in the raid at all times, right? And there's probably not too many people that are better than that guy at Mage. And Mage is certainly the hardest DPS class to recruit in the game. So, like, he's just a Mage, right? That's the end of that. So, like, when you think about who's going to play the class, it needs to be someone who is on a class that there's other people on that can fulfill it right now. Depends on how good they are specifically at that class, how good they are at multi-classing, and maybe the reason why I haven't really decided who's going to play Evoker yet for our guild is I think passion plays a huge part in being good at this game. So many times when people have come back to this guild after not being in it for a while, they're just not as good as they were before. And it's not, I mean, the guild got better over time, so relatively they don't seem as good, sure. But also just like you can't replace that passion of just playing all the time. So it depends on who they are, their skill set, and then where they fit within our roster. All of those things. And then also, you kind of just, from my position, I kind of just want to see someone in our guild on alpha, and I don't really want to tell them to do this. The kind of everything I'm saying would lend you to think that they kind of need to do this on their own. Is I just need someone to just be like, dude, I fucking love this class. I'm going to play it every minute that alpha is out with real content like dungeons, and I'm just going to get as good at this class as I'm going to be, play it for 4 months to where my comfortability level and progression is going to be really high. So to really answer your question, I don't know if I'm necessarily going to pick that person as much as that person is going to pick themselves.